good afternoon, and I have one announcement to make. First of all, if you could turn off your cell phones, because they said there's an issue here and could lose kind of any kind of voltage, so please turn off your cell phones at this time. Greg and Jennifer, first of all, I'm very... As I said, Greg and Jennifer, I'm very honored, first of all, that you asked me to witness this marriage. We've known you for a long time, too. And I know that you love each other. When we met in the different areas that we did in Oak Park, I saw that love that you had between the eyes. I saw, for example, when you talked about you have the compassion and the empathy towards each other at your mom's funeral. I was there with most of your relatives. And I remember them all telling me, Frank, this couple should be together. And I could tell you one thing about this man. He has a good heart. Never do you have to worry, as Jennifer's godfather, that he won't take care of her. He loves her very deeply. I mean, a lot of it. And everyone at that table affirmed it. You have honesty between each other. You know each other's flaws, and everyone has it. Your mother yesterday gave me the best definition of love without even telling me. She says, I don't care because of all the injuries I've been through. I don't care how many steps are there. I will crawl to that way. Because that's what love is. It's crippled people helping crippled people to walk. And I saw your sisters all around you, affirming you. The two of you, you had leukemia. You had all different issues, and you showed them. Crippled people helping crippled people to walk. That love that you have, that compassion, that honesty, that vulnerability is going to make you two grow as a couple. It's going to make you become one. And to walk in the future that many of us will not be able to be. So I'd like to thank you for witnessing those values that make a marriage. So John and Peg, I ask you this time to, as they say in Scripture, let go. She is about, as Aunt Marge said, she'll always be your daughter, but she is now going to become a family. Please. There's a Roman custom, and the Roman custom is this, that the man at this time would say something to his wife, to be. So you're on the spot. What would you like to say to Jennifer?
Thank you, Craig.
Okay.
I just want to say, Jennifer, these past 7.5 years have absolutely been amazing. I have no idea where I would be without you in my life at this point in time. I care about you so much. I love you dearly. I will hold on to you forever, treasure you forever, protect you forever. And you will be mine forever. And I love you dearly.
Our Father. Who's, no. A lot of Christians. Our Father, no response please, who is one, who calls people to happiness. We ask you to bless this relationship. We ask you to be with the two here, as they have been brought together by your providence. Sanctify them by that love and that spirit. Grant them full understanding of this new relationship. Enrich their lives by the grace that they may enjoy the comforts, they undergo the cares, endure all the trials, and perform the duties of life together as one. We ask God's blessings upon these two. Craig, do you solemnly agree before God and all these witnesses here to take Jennifer to be your lawful wedded wife, to love and to respect her, to honor and cherish her, in health and in sickness, in prosperity, in all the adversaries of life, and leaving all others, to keep her unto yourself, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Jennifer, do you in like manner take and receive Craig to be your lawful wedded husband, to love and to respect him and to live with him in all faith and tenderness, in health and in sickness, in prosperity, in adversity, and leaving all others, to keep yourself only unto him, so long as the two of you shall live? I do.
I, Craig,
take you, Jennifer,
to be my wedded wife,
and I do promise,
in covenant,
before God, and these witnesses here, to be your loving and faithful husband, in plenty, and in want, in joy, and in sorrow, in sickness, and in health, as long as we both shall live. And with this ring,
I now be wed.
I, Jennifer, take you, Craig, to be my wedded husband, and I do promise, in covenant, before God and those witnesses here, to be your loving and faithful wife. Loving. I didn't. We're doing good here. We'll make it through. In plenty and in want. In joy and in sorrow. In sickness and in health. As long as we shall both live. As long as we both shall live. Okay. Oh, you're doing good. About 150 miles from here, in Plymouth, in 1620, some of your relatives from Governor Brewster came. About 250 miles from here, from Ellis Island, many of our relatives came here. Your mom's here, your dad's here. All those relatives are here to celebrate with children. And Jennifer is so here. Grandma and everybody. So now I would like to now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Smith. There you go. Okay. Another one in the family. That's right.
Once again, welcome this evening. We are now ready for our wedding party introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the parents of the bride, John and Peggy Paddock. At this time, we'd like to take a brief moment to pause for the parents of the groom that are no longer with us, Lawrence and Charlene Smith. Thank you for that moment. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing flower girls and ring bearers, Audrey, Andrew, and Joseph Paddock. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your matron of honor and best man, Stephanie Paddock and Kent Smith. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud pleasure to introduce to you our guests of honor, the newlyweds. The reason why we're all here, put your hands together one time for Jennifer and Craig Smith. Let's keep that round of applause going, folks. Present to you the newlyweds. Thank you. you all for enjoying our wedding party introductions. Dinner will be served in just a few moments. Please do enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hello, my name is Kent, or Sport, or whatever you feel comfortable calling me. I'm Craig's little brother, and I'm honored to be here as the best man for him. I couldn't be more proud of him. Today he is the best brother a guy could ask for. But it wasn't always that way. My parents had to hide my report cards from him. Craig was an excellent student, I was not so much. And he wanted always to have a harsher punishment for my bad grades. He would also hide the sugar from me every morning when I ate my breakfast cereal. Also, he would perform bizarre psychological tortures on me the very second my parents would leave the house. He would Eddie Haskell them out the door, and as soon as they would leave, he would say, "They're gone." He would pin me down on the ground and threaten to touch my Adam's apple, which to this very second still haunts me. We were talking the other day about Craig with some friends of ours, and our oldest friend Mark had a great quote about Craig, that if you go to a party, you usually only meet one or two people or remember one or two people. When Craig comes to a party, every single person at that party remembers Craig. A few years ago, sorry I was doing that. But a few years ago, he met someone who would change his life. Craig met Jennifer at a party, and he couldn't wait to tell her about the B-movie marathon that he attended with Tyrone. He went on and on about this great movie he just saw with some of his guy friends. That movie was Xanadu. Luckily, Jennifer gave Craig... What's that? Luckily, Jennifer gave Craig another chance, and here we are. I want to thank Jen for being a sister to me and helped me and my brother through some really tough years. I know this wedding would have meant the world to her. To my mom, she absolutely loved Jen. You could see the excitement in her eyes when she found out that they were getting married. The past few years, my brother and I have grown really close, closer than ever, and I'm really glad to be the person to say, please raise your glass in honor of my brother and his great wife. To Craig and Jennifer. Cheers.
Nice round of applause right there for the best man, Kent. Now, Jennifer's sister-in-law, Stephanie, and your matron of honor would like to say a few words. So, Stephanie?
Stand by 10. So, Kent's going to put me to shame because I'm not a very good speaker, and I didn't write anything. But I wanted to speak from the heart. I've known Jen for about 26 years. I married her brother, Mike. We were together since 8th grade. So the first time I ever met Jen didn't go over so well. Miss Paddock embarrassed both of us by I showed up at the house, didn't know they had a swimming pool, and she pulls me in the house, and without even introducing me, she says, "Jen, go get her your suit." Jen rolled her eyes at me and said, "I guess I can get you one that doesn't fit me." So that started our relationship. As the years went on, we became pretty close. We went to the Cubs and Sox game. I'm a Cubs fan. Go me.
White Sox.
Craig, you had the Cubs tickets. Yeah, totally met Jen. So we had many great times. So I don't have a sister. She has 3 brothers. I have 2 brothers. So So I don't have a sister. We had really good times, but I'm not allowed to tell the stories. I've already been told that. One of the times that we went, this is where she still loves me. This shows the Paddock family. Thank you.
Go Joseph.
Well, Jen and I had some really good times. One of the Cubs games that we went to, we were on national television, and I was very well controlled. It was a rainbow, and we were at Harry Carey's, and the TV light came on us, and I froze, didn't know what to say, and said something probably very inappropriate, and Jen just smiled and said, "Yeah." She still loved me after that baby had come to drive us home. Yeah. I fed you 2 beers and a burger. Yeah. We had great times with the Air and Water Show. This is one of the stories I can't tell. We had a great time at the Air and Water Show, and the last one was a really hot day on the roof. And I'll leave it at that. Mike was there too, though. So we didn't get too much trouble. And the other one was the art fair that we were walking downtown. It was Mike, Jen, and me walking downtown, and all I can say is that there was underwear shown in this. It wasn't mine. So these are the times that Jen and I had. And through all of them and all the times that I embarrassed her, that's pretty much how it works. But I embarrassed her, she has still loved me and has invited me out and invited me up. And then I had the privilege, I believe, of the first time ever going out with Jen and Craig. And got to see actually the true love, the true romance between them. Even though we had, what, hot dogs, french fries, macaroon, Twin Acres, sangria, and Italian wine. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. All in one day. That was my first time really hanging out with Craig. And it's been wonderful ever since. But I have to say, for knowing Jen for 26 years, kind of learning who she is, Craig has offered that second half to her of just being something that Jen didn't have, and Jen thought she would never have. And then along came Craig with soft heart, accepting Jen 100% of everything that she is. And I really have seen that. And I think it's absolutely phenomenal. There's not many men that can do that. He knows when to let her be the bear, when to let her be the boss, but he also knows when he can stand his ground. And that is, I think, the true love. He's very gentle with her, he is very kind with her, and he loves her with everything. And Craig, I love you for that. And Jen, you are the sister I love. To Jen and Craig.
Once again, a nice round of applause for Stephanie, the matron of honor. Now I'd like to turn your attention to Uncle Frank. Where is Uncle Frank? He's right here in front. Gonna have a blessing.
No talking, okay. I ask that, first of all, that all couples that have been married 10 years and under to please stand. 20 years and under.
This is a young crowd.
30 years and under. 40 years and under. Remain standing. John, 50 years and under. I want you to know you, in this blessing, to take your champagne glass. You're the married couple. And you learned something that Tolkien kind of wrote in all his books about a trilogy of the rings. He said this: with every ring comes a curse and a blessing. Oh, he's laughing, nothing more curses.
The blessing is this, that you arrived to a certain point in your life. The curse can be that you stop striving. Our blessing today for the two of you is that you always strive to become one. That you share the gift of love that you are to others, and that blessing of the ring, which was blessed today, may be always a journey that you will exemplify to others that God is contained in all of us. May God bless you. Toast him. Amen. Okay.
Uncle Frank, ladies and gentlemen. And now known as Big Daddy.
Thank you.
Okay, where do we start? Well, as you all know now, I'm Jennifer's dad. My nickname was given to me by Jennifer, I don't know how many years ago, and so I'm not known as John anymore. Anyway, I would like to thank friends and family and all of you for coming to this special occasion. And I hope you all have a safe trip home. It's a new beginning for Jennifer and Craig. Just like it was a new beginning for Peg and I some 44 years ago. Our lovely daughter, Jennifer, was born 1 year later, and I can still remember, as if it was yesterday, the trip home from Holy Cross Hospital when she called. Boy, I was thinking, I'm now a proud father of a daughter. It seemed a bit overwhelming at that time. It was another new beginning, and we were starting a family. As I looked at Jennifer in her beautiful wedding gown, excuse me, tough sad. Never was like this.
Big Daddy. Big
Daddy.
Daddy.
It's gonna get serious here. I gotta get my eyes right. As I now look at Jennifer in her beautiful wedding gown, I can't help reflect the baby she was when we first brought her home, and the beautiful woman she is today. She became Daddy's girl, and always will be Daddy's girl, and is my princess to me. Marriage is like birth. It marks a new beginning. Today, Jennifer is joined hands with a wonderful man named Craig Smith. The couple before you are two amazing individuals, and together we have become an amazing couple, which is now their new beginning. Now, to help them on their journey to their new beginning, Peggy and I have suggestions after 44 years of marriage.
Oh my God.
I control myself for this one. These are Peggy's suggestions. You haven't got to mine yet. Complement each other. Make love, not war. Forgive quickly. Communicate and share everything. Be each other's best friend. Laugh and be happy. Never go to bed mad at each other. Oh, that's an interesting word. When you're having a bad day, leave your troubles in your shoes. Take them off at the door when entering your home. Finally, open your hearts
to each other and put your marriage first. Those are Peggy's suggestions. All right, guys, I'm going to need your support here. These are Big Daddy's suggestions. To reduce stress in your marriage, Craig, you must learn how to drink a lot of beer. After you've been married for a while, you will start talking to yourself. And you probably want to know the reason why. And that is because you'll need some expert expertise. And who's the one that can give it to you the most? Yourself. All right, Craig, here's the first. When you're having an argument, you're going to have several choices. Trust me on this one. You can be right, or you can be happy. And remember, a happy wife is a happy life. Never laugh at your wife's choices, because you are one of them. Now, the best way to forget Jen's birthday or your anniversary is to miss it one time. So I suggest that Apple computer you have, make sure you put those dates in there. Finally, marriage is like a fine bottle of wine. It gets better with age, once you learn how to put a cork in it. On a serious note, may the good Lord bless the both of you today and bring you the greatest joyful life together as husband and wife. And Craig, please take care of my princess.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause once again for Big Daddy. Big Daddy. On behalf of the bride and groom, the newlyweds, we do invite you to enjoy the rest of the evening. Your meal will be out shortly. Thank you. Celebration of marriage that we're celebrating here this evening with Greg and his beautiful wife Jennifer. Please make some noise for the newlyweds as we welcome them out onto the main dance floor now for their first dance as husband and wife.
Yeah.
Right here, kind of 11 o'clock. 11. Boy.
newlyweds right there, Craig and Jennifer. Craig, your job is over for the moment, but you know whose job is not over? Big Daddy. Big Daddy front and center. You're gonna dance with Jennifer right now.
I see trees of red roses. I see them blue. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue. Blessed days, dark second night. I think to myself, what a wonderful the colors of the rainbow, secrets in the sky, are also places of people going by. I see friends,
It's like within 7 or 8 years, it's like really wide. Like people will tell you but yeah, like the picture always make it membership to me. Yeah, that's weird. I think the weird. Yeah, no, here's the weird age. The kids are 3 and 5.
Put your hands together one time for Jennifer and Big Daddy. So Jennifer, I'm going to have you come over here by the wedding cake with your husband. We're going to cut the cake right now.
Jennifer.
Craig, where are you? Can you tell them a local? Where are you? Well, they don't talk like that in Chicago, right?
Okay, I was going to ask you. Yeah, so you can see the bastard, I'm not going to say that. It's not weird. And you wanted kids? Yeah, it was clear. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll do that, you know? It was like this thing where, I reached the point where, like, if it didn't happen, it was okay. You know, like, I loved my life as it was. But then there was, like, this thing that came, and it was, like, a totally different one. I was fucking that too. So it was great.
So I talked to a few of you earlier this evening. So many people out there thought that
Boy and a girl or two boys?
Jennifer was going to get dirty with the wedding cake tonight.
So, are they trying to go to college?
How many of you said that Craig was going to get more dirty with the wedding cake tonight?
Are you doing like
See, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Nice round of applause as the lovely couple cuts their wedding cake.
Hey, Mark said that when Charlie was in the places, I was doing a really good job of
And they were perfect to each other. Nobody got dirty.
and it's still like,
Give a nice round of applause to the newlyweds right there.
it's really like a college
And since we're by the ocean and we just had some cake, this next song here goes out to Audrey and to Andrew and to Joseph. A little bit of Cake by the Ocean. Only appropriate, guys. Here you go.
How you doing?